Damas y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm one of your hosts, George, and I'm taking bets on how long it'll take Donald Trump. Damn it! See what you did, Alfredo?
Finish it off.
How long it'll take DJT to change the name of New Mexico to Little Texas? How's it going? I'm here with Adriana and Adrian. Horrible. How's it going, guys?
Woo, it's going.
Okay, that was my second take, just so people know. Anywho, this week's guest, PJ, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Sorry for the whole little
get up on the mic.
The little ways in. Sorry. So
Yeah,
we're ready. We're ready for it.
No, man, you should have heard the first intro. It was whatever.
Yeah, it still sucked.
Dude, come on.
I'm just eating.
If you were to change the name of New Mexico, would Little Texas be okay?
No,
What would you take then?
not.
What's
Little
wrong with New
Texas.
Mexico?
No, I'm just saying he changed the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. He's gonna change it to New America, or no? What would you take?
Little America.
Wait, what's above? What's above? What's it called? New Mexico, Arizona,
Colorado.
That's way up. No, you're far off.
You know what?
And anywho,
Above New Mexico is Colorado.
it's Arizona.
Arizona's next to New Mexico.
It's. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Probably.
It's one of the four corners, so you're right.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
There's no way it's Colorado.
So Colorado is correct. It's on top of New Mexico. And there's
shit, you're right.
Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and Texas. And a little bit of Oklahoma.
Yeah, the part that used to be
The little
Texas or whatever.
Whatever.
Isn't that like considered like the... Where did I read that?
Somewhere.
It's like a dead zone where there's...
What? Like no internet? No connection?
Wait, no, just there's no civilization in that little bit of part.
I'm sure there is, but there's a lot of
There's one
history.
guy out there. In the
There's
middle of
history
it.
on that. There's a reason why
It's a dead
that's
zone.
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Do we know? Do we know the history?
No,
I
it's
think
something
it has.
spooky.
Well, I think it has to do with slavery.
Oh, okay.
And I
That's
think
not where I
there's-
was going with
I
that.
think. I don't know. Do you know about
No,
it?
I have no clue. This
I think.
is all news to me.
I think they had to. There was. I don't know if it was like a line where slavery was allowed below
Yeah.
this, whatever.
I'm gonna have to
they
look
got
that
rid of that.
And that was
Look it up right now,
that was the area?
Joe.
Joe?
You don't want to be in here.
He's not
fact
here.
check. I'm probably wrong. I don't know. I just made all
you
that
brought
up.
it, you backed it up with some little, facts or something. Maybe facts. I don't know.
I finally got an answer to our... Was it last week that we were talking about it or the week before?
Oh, did you come back with info?
Yeah.
Wait,
Remember
about
when we
what?
were talking about taxes, where if you live in another country, whether you have to pay taxes in the U.S. or not?
So this is something we came
So
up with.
Yeah,
yesterday.
we
we
need to back up
previously
with PJ.
discussed, so just to freshen people's memory, we had somebody had mentioned that if you move out of the U.S., you still have to pay U.S. taxes. And I said, no, you don't.
Yeah, but it was a lie. So we do.
Yeah, so I know someone that lives overseas that has lived
Spain.
in Spain for several years.
And they said?
And I asked her, I said, hey. She's like, yeah, I still have to pay taxes. I was like, based on what? She's like, based on the income that she makes in Spain or wherever, whatever
is that
country she's
awkward?
in.
Like,
I think that's stupid.
oh, well, okay. So yeah. Let's stay on that. Yeah, it is stupid. Yeah, but I mean, the U.S.,
If I'm moving out of a country,
Yeah,
I
but if
shouldn't
you're
have to
American, you're American.
No, but that's like me saying, okay, I'm going to move out of Texas and I'm going to go to another state. But because I lived in Texas, I have to pay Texas taxes and I have to pay the state where I'm currently residing in.
I mean, you're right. You're right. It's stupid, but I don't know how
It's stupid.
Yeah, how that stuff works. But back to the other thing. Is it weird? Have you ever talked to I think we've brought this up before. I don't remember, but when's the last time you talked to someone that you hadn't talked to in a long time, but you're calling them for a service, so to speak?
Depending on my opinion, depending on what you are contacting them for is the difference of whether it's
Cool
awkward or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the other day, or no, yesterday actually. So my cousins that live with me, they're like, "Hey, do you know someone that you can use a little plumber?" I was like, "Yes." but I'm not calling them. They're like, well, we need someone. I was like, yeah, I know, but no, dude, that's the only reason I call them. I can't do that. It's weird, and I don't know. I just don't want to like.
Then you make it weird.
Would you not? Would you go out of your way to, like, if I were to call you and someone's like, you know, we hadn't talked to them in so long, PJ, and I'm asking you, you're an electrician, for example. I'm like, hey, you know what? Can you come and help me? Would that bother you?
As a businessman, no. You know, it's
Well, there you go.
you know, there's still some type of relationship that was held in years past.
Yeah.
But I mean, and I guess it's just relative to the time. If it's over a year, like, yeah, well, I'll still come and help you because I'm a good guy. But I'd still, in the back of my head, be like, yeah, that was kind of weird, bro.
That, and then you're like, you're still not getting like a I know you type of discount. You know, I'm still charging you full price.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're reaching out because you want a hookup, that's one thing. If you're reaching out because someone does a service, for example, I'm in the legal field.
I forget.
I am not, like, if someone reaches out to me because they need, whether it's a referral, they have a question, I'm not offended if it's been years since we spoke. On the contrary, it's like, I'm glad that you thought of me. I can't help you, but here is what I can help you. It's not awkward. You make it awkward. If it's a service that's being provided, that's
my fault.
Yes. It's a personal problem.
All right, cool, dude. I don't know.
Facts.
Like, hey, Adrian, can you build me a house? That's something you can do, right?
No.
What do you think?
Commercial, not residential.
Oh, my bad.
Perdón.
You'd build me a Burger King real quick, please.
About what? What was the question?
So would you be
Sorry,
offended?
I was researching where
So do you think it's weird to contact somebody that you haven't spoken to in X amount of time?
Just for a service.
For whatever they do. Like if they're a plumber and you know what? I know a plumber, but I haven't talked to him in 6 months.
No.
Are you going to be like, oh, I can't reach out to him. I haven't spoken to him in 6 months.
I feel like a lot of times maybe that person you trust a little more just because maybe you knew him 10 years ago and you're like, I kind of know this person. And I think if I get him for a service, I can trust him more than somebody that I have no idea.
Then he turns out to be like
It could be, yeah. But
well,
at least you have that little bit of, like a mechanic. Like,
the hardest thing to find.
Yeah,
like,
and if I know someone is a mechanic, I'm using them for life.
But why? You didn't call him because
I don't
it was
trust
Tuesday.
mechanics. But
that's
if I
kind
knew
of
him before, that's okay. You're right. That's different, but it's the same thing, but it's different. I don't know.
that just didn't make it.
Anywho, I did that. That happened to me, but not service wise. It was like with a friend that I hadn't talked to in like 6 years, and I wanted to like connect with them again, but it was just awkward. Like sending that first message is like, damn, what do I do? What do I say?
You make it awkward.
This person lives in Hawaii now. I'm like, that's cool.
So I can see where it's awkward. If you say, I'm gonna take a trip to Hawaii,
but
I don't have a place to stay.
Yeah.
Let me reach out to homeboy because I know he lives there.
Oh, no.
Then that's awkward. But if you like legitimately are thinking of someone and you haven't spoken with them in years, I've done that before where I'll text like, hey, dude, I just thought of you. You popped in my head. Remember ABC? It was forever ago. I hope you're doing well. You open that door. If that person wants to.
Fine, I'll message her later.
And
Are you thinking about messaging somebody or what?
No, I already did, but it was just weird.
You got left
You made it
You
weird.
got left on red?
yeah,
No, they replied.
you made it weird. You did. Nobody else. You did.
It was like an ex-best friend, so we'll see how it goes. Anywho.
Why are they an ex-best friend?
Just leave it alone.
Okay.
PJ, I'm gonna bring you into this. I really want to see. I'm looking at your shirt. I really want to ask. Are you into rugby?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, well, that's how the whole night got set up, right?
What do you mean? Really?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, sorry. We have
we're
no
not
idea.
on the same page. Oh, shoot.
We're not on the same page. I'm sorry.
I guess one of the last people that sat in on a podcast is part of our club. So I'm the president of a club it's a 501c3 nonprofit in Keller, Texas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think it's more so just for like brand awareness and there's just the whole community that exists that no one knows about. And it's ginormous in the state of Texas. So
Really?
I guess now I know why I'm here. You know,
And now
I
we
thought we
know
were just
it.
going to be talking about being awkward with best friends and ex-best friends, but I guess I know why I'm here now. Yeah, so I run a club out in Keller, Texas, about an hour from here. So I've ran it. This is my second year, but it's one of those things that I'm really passionate about.
Really?
Like I'm a middle school coach now, high school coach, so. Just brand awareness for the sport, brand awareness for the club. You know, I don't really think anything's out here. I think Wiley's the closest, or
That has a type of
a
like,
rugby team.
I think
Yeah.
I've seen some.
Doesn't Bishop Lynch have a rugby?
I don't know if they have a rugby team, but I know I've seen some teams practicing somewhere. I just don't remember where I was.
Frisco.
Probably.
There's a
My-
huge population of.
I know someone's daughter plays
Because
hardcore.
it's not a sport that's really big. Well, I would see
Yeah.
from what I've seen here in Texas, right? What got you into rugby? Like,
Yeah, so this is I'm going on 17 years now. Like I played it professionally
Oh,
overseas.
shit.
Yeah, I played it professional overseas. I had about a 4-year stint with the national team, but I grew up around the sport. It's our native. Like I'm from a little island in the South Pacific called Tonga,
okay,
next to Fiji, next to Samoa. It's our national sport. So like it's like football here. It's
Yeah.
like Texas football is king. It's really a global game, just like the game of soccer. There's not much awareness to it because it's like such a foreign concept, but it's basically football with no pads, but it incorporates some of the game pieces of like basketball and football and soccer. So it's super interesting, but just like I said, zero awareness that it's around. So
it really is.
I'm aware. Every time the World Cup comes around, I watch it.
Yeah. So it's within the last, I think, 10 years has been a huge push for it. Dallas actually had a professional team that played out of Globe Life. It's the old Ranger Stadium. Globe Life Park.
Yeah.
So they pretty much obviously didn't pack it out, but we played full time there. And then within the last like 5 years, it's like a full scholarship program now.
Oh,
so
shit.
that you can go to college and like
Nice.
yeah. So it's awesome. It just came back into the Olympics. I think
Was it in the last one?
the last one. Yeah, Japan. No, Rio. Yeah, Rio was the first time it came back.
Okay.
So it's growing traction with the American audience just because it's like, you know, what do you do when football is done? You know, it's like, oh, we need something with a little more contact, and you know, it's on TV, and you just sit and watch it, and
And that's what I feel like. So I've watched rugby, like again with the World Cup. I've also watched, excuse me if I don't get it right. I think it's Aussie rugby.
Aussie rules. Yeah,
Aussie rules.
The Aussie rules.
And I thought that was so cool. Like the way it's like, is it still 11 versus 11?
So there's two types. So there's 15s, which is obviously 15 people on the field. It's an 80-minute game, so 40-minute halves. And then there's 7s, which is 7 people on the field, 14-minute game, 7-minute halves.
Okay.
But then you jump across the pond and they play rugby league, which is a completely different game. There's
Really?
fit touch. There's the guys are playing until like they're like 60s.
Damn.
Yeah, and you think, you know, like a game that aggressive and that like
Would,
hardcore,
like,
like, you know,
tired.
you'd be out like
Quick.
pretty early.
Yeah.
But there's so much like technique to the game. It's not just a bunch of guys just running around in short shorts. Like it's
I was just gonna say that as
Yeah.
far as injuries go, because you see that American football is very like concussion driven and broken
for
and
sure.
and injuries, and I could be wrong, but there's not a lot of padding and there's not
No,
like
there's not.
right. So what do the injuries look like if there's any injuries?
it all just depends, right? Like being around the game as long as I have, I think the only thing that I had was ACL injury, and
really?
it came at literally the worst time, like the worst time. I was in the 2014 Olympic trials, and I tore my meniscus. I had like they called it like the terrible triad or something like that. It was ACL, MCL, PCL. I just like had a guy jump on my back, and I went to turn. And that was literally the only injury that I had. So like I get up off the floor, my kneecap is to the side, and I just straighten it out and it comes back. But other than that, like I've never had any concussions. I played college football. can't tell you how many times I got a concussion in college football. Like
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like double digits. Like,
Yeah.
and I think the worst part is like my coaches knew,
But
you know,
they
and they
let you
can
still-
see it, and they're like, "Come on, you got to get back in the game." I'm like, "Oh, this was
That's
in
horrible.
like West Georgia. I'm
Yeah.
flying down and make contact with this guy, and I'm literally just walking around in circles.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and he's like getting on the microphone, like, "You're back in, you're back in." I'm like, I didn't know where I was. Didn't come to until like the plane flight back home.
Oh,
So,
really? That
yeah,
bad?
it was that bad. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm guessing your body just went back into the game, sort of.
Yeah. And I kind of just figured it out. Didn't know what I was doing. Didn't know the plays. But as far as rugby, like we started young. Like, so I think we build the right way. Like, it's not just contact right off the bat. So we start, our group starts at around like 5 years old. And like, it's all flag. And then it goes from flag to like medium touch. But just we show them, even though they're playing flag, we show them how to tackle. So it's like keeping your neck out, keeping your head out, tackling with the shoulder. And there's some kids
That
out that way that can
Really?
they can lay the hat. So
I was gonna say, because I've watched like the times I've watched rugby, I've never seen any of them get injured in a bad way, because they all know that they don't have padding, so they are trying to do the tackle, but I don't know.
I mean,
do you think that gets some way to like
they wrap up instead of trying to like lead it with the head.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
or
say
anything
that.
like
For
that.
sure.
It's
and it's all shoulder driven, and there's technically penalties that there's considered not wrapping. If you're just running it through your shoulder,
gotcha.
yeah, you'll get a card and like get sent off. So there's the ways that the game kind of protects the players, and obviously there's like a lot of like bruises, and like I've had my lip split, but other than like that, like that's besides my knee, that was probably the worst thing.
oh,
Dude,
dude, I can't imagine.
Damn.
I just feel like air in between, and I'm like, that does not work. And then I like got a phone, they're like, dude, your lip is split in half, and I'm
I
like,
can't imagine that reaction afterward. You're like, oh, what
Yeah,
is-
yeah, it was bad. It was
Staple
bad.
that shit together.
No, I think they did like they got like
It is
the
staple.
culture's drinking. Like that's what we do.
Oh,
so
okay.
someone had like I think it was like a bottle of like tequila
Yeah.
on the sideline. They
Sanitizer.
yeah, literally just
Absolutely.
poured it on my lip, and like I'm gushing blood. And then they got super glue and super glued my lip back together. And I went and played the rest of the 40 minutes.
there you go.
I find it interesting how no padding, you're more like you're just more cautious, but
Yeah.
extra padding and people are like, yeah, let's ram.
yeah.
Let's
exactly.
like bump heads.
So what's one way? What? How are you bringing like? Because I know there's like I don't think there's a lot of people in Texas and Dallas that don't know about rugby. What's one way you're like bringing it up or showing people in Dallas? Because I know in Keller, right?
Yeah. So we started it's just outreach, right? You know, like I think the biggest reason why people don't know it exists, like brand awareness, is just because there's just a lack of awareness, right? So we're doing literally everything in the world. Like we're running booths, we're doing I think it was Thursday or Friday, we spoke to like a whole 4th grade class. And like,
really?
Yeah,
Nice.
and they tricked us into it, right? One teacher's like, yeah, it's just my class. You know, I think I have, and I'm getting
whole
the news.
auditorium.
Exactly. So I'm getting news like as we go. I'm like texting her husband. And I'm like, dude, how many kids is it? And she's like, she only has like 15 or 20. Dude, I show up.
It's the auditorium.
There's about 100 kids there.
The whole gym,
Aw.
the whole gym is full.
Yeah, and I'm you know, I feel like I'm just that passionate enough to like, you know, step up my game. So, you know, we talked to 100 kids. I think we talked to them about 30 minutes. And the next day she texts me, is like, there's at least 50 kids asking like,
About
how do we get into rugby? How do we play?
That's awesome.
So I think that's our biggest kind of push. It's just the young. We're trying to get the younger generation. Obviously, we
I
have
see what you're doing. Yeah.
a club. Our men's side is about 30. We have about like 30 guys that come out full time. We also have a women's team. So social media is.
Shit.
We didn't have that when I started, right? We couldn't push anything on social media. So we have a whole social media team that kind of gets stuff out, runs ads, and you know, that club has been around 23 years.
We'll put that in the
city.
in the next picture. We'll put that in the pictures.
We'll hashtag
Yeah,
that.
we'll hashtag everything out of that.
So yeah, we've been around 23 years. So there's awareness that we exist. And the game changer is going to be, we just got, it's like a $34 million facility donated to us.
Really?
Yes, from the city. So
That's awesome.
it's not one of those things where we're like sharing with the football guy, sharing with the, it's like, it's
yours.
It's going to be the
rugby.
only rugby pitch and rugby only facility in like 100-mile radius.
Well, congrats.
So, yeah, no, it's awesome. Like,
Congrats on that.
yeah, we're pumped.
Hopefully you invite us.
And let me just go and prove and say this. I did not do nothing for that. It's like it's like the guy that it's in the group project, gets the A, didn't do anything. I'm that guy.
That's right.
That's us. I'm
Well,
them.
hopefully you invite us to a game.
For sure.
Well, look at that shit. We
We'll
got a
have
building.
EMT up in the house.
Yeah.
and
Oh, heck yeah.
I feel like
I like it.
cricket was like that years ago,
Sure.
and now they're they got stadiums.
Yeah.
Wait,
they're-
here in the U.S.?
Yeah, there's a
Here in
ginormous
Dallas.
one in Grand Prairie. Yeah. it's
What?
yeah. That's where I think USA beat. It was like
No,
one of the
it wasn't
top-
here. Was it really?
Yes.
Yeah, I know there's one in.
He's so
I
disappointed.
think in,
You're talking about the USA and was it? I don't know if it was Pakistan or.
Yes, I think it was either India or Pakistan. One of them, and
Dude.
they were distraught.
No.
I think there's a brand new one in also like in Lubbock or something like that they just built. 'Cause I know
Yeah.
somebody who's had something to do with that one.
Oh shit.
I don't know if it was Lubbock, maybe here. I'm getting probably confused, but
Yeah, there's a huge
I know there's
facility out in Grand Prairie. That's the newest,
that might be it.
up to date one. So, and it's the great part of just being just a student of the world. There's games out there that exist that it goes way past football. It goes way past basketball. Soccer, I would say, is a global sport.
Yeah.
Cricket is a global sport. So when you're talking about just our reach outside of the United States, it just got big here recently, just with the colleges bringing us on.
Because I've always thought rugby was a global sport
Yeah,
too.
and it is.
It
Yeah.
is, right?
I feel like it's one of those sports that's underappreciated by the U.S.
Yeah.
Because
just like
But
soccer.
I was just gonna
and-
say, just like soccer, I feel like there's
Just
not a
coming around.
passion behind soccer unless you were raised in it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I watch it, I'm like, how could the U.S. like, I guess
Fail.
fans not get into it just because it's
Sure.
it's kind of like football, but without. I like to think of it like without too many rules.
Yeah.
And then no pads. Like, dude, that's what every American would love.
I was thinking about it the other day, and when you look at like these second and third world countries, like there's not accessibility to like shoulder pads or football. So like you're picking stuff up that like is just around on the ground or like
That's true.
around in the house. And you look back home in the island of Tonga, Fiji, Samoa, like there's kids playing with like water bottles. That's what they use as a ball, So it's like there's more traction in those countries because it doesn't take money. Like you don't have to have thousands of dollars to get shoulder pads and a helmet. Like you're literally just picking up something and you're going. It's same
Running
thing with
with
the
it.
soccer ball. So I really just
makes
had
sense.
that
I
light
see what
bulb
you're
moment that I'm like, dang, like
same
we
thing
really
with
came out the mud with that stuff.
Someone picked up something and was like, yes, we're running.
And
Let's go.
let's make a game around. Like let's have rules. This is what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
And then obviously the game started in England, 18 something.
I think it was,
Webb Ellis was the first guy to. But then you look, England's not the best team.
No, they're not.
They're really not.
No.
So then it makes its way to South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and literally those are the best countries right now. And they always say that USA is like the sleeping giant because we have all the athletes. There's just
Sleeping.
very
I think I watched the last World Cup. I think isn't France also getting up
France is France is. I can go on and on.
Yeah,
and on. Every country has what they're extremely good at.
Yeah.
And I just think the backing, like the more money you pour into having like these systems and these levels or like pathways that lead into like this is the national team.
Yeah.
Those are going to be the best countries. Like it really is. And it wasn't up until recently that we have like I say the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Did the USA Rugby start getting some money, some more traction, and then you look like their women just won bronze in the last Olympics, and it's huge.
See, that's the thing. I don't. Oh, I did see
Yes.
a women's one. I did watch a women's one because before that, I didn't know there was a women's rugby. I'm not gonna lie, but like that's crazy. I did watch it. Now I remember.
I have one question about the gameplay. Mm-hmm. So when I don't know what you call it, you're gonna tell me, but when the play stops and he gets it through his legs, and then your teammate picks it up and the play continues.
Chunks it.
How come the other team can't just like jump in and get it?
So there's rules that like to keep the game fluid, right? There can't be any jumbled mess. So you have to get back 10 or 5 meters, right? So and it just allows the game to continue to just be more clear and decisive and like.
What's considered like an opportunity for a turnover?
It has to be a fumble, if I'm not mistaken. It has to be knocked out.
Or like basically an interception or something like that.
Yeah, you can. So as long as you're attacking from a certain vantage, there's line judges that pretty much give you like where the defense lines up. Mm-hmm. As long as you're at that line when the play starts, like you can practically do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. The way that it becomes more dynamic is the game never stops, right? So as soon as someone gets tackled, like there's a whole nother game that exists. That's on the floor. Like, and you can play the ball, right? You can there's just so much that goes into it.
I was just always confused about that little part.
So the ruck,
man, why don't they get the ball?
Yeah, if someone gets tackled, right, and then if you're the offensive ball carrier, if someone steps over you, then I can't contest it unless I open. Like I call it window concept. So if the window's open and you can see the ball, you can grab the ball. If the window's closed and there's someone standing over, like you have to manually open the window.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense. That's my coaching.
I'm watching it like I'm picturing stuff in my head right now. Like
so if you can see the ball, you can play it. Like you can absolutely get down and grab it. But as long as there's someone, then that's why they're getting tackled and there's 2 or 3 guys standing over the top of them to keep that part of the game closed, like the ball closed.
Do you remember that? Like when they get tackled and then
that's what I've noticed.
Kind of get it through their legs and then they keep going or something or whatever.
I've noticed
that's something that I was
like,
about.
I thought the same thing. Is like, why don't they just take it away? But I've come to understand it's like it's their ball until either it's out to be able to throw in, or it's fumbled, or they drop it and it becomes an open ball basically. Yeah.
Okay, and then the next one is.
No, dude, no, I have one. Okay, no, what were you gonna ask?
When they do the
scrum.
Oh, the scrum. Yeah. Why can't the other team get the ball?
So you can. So it basically is just think of offensive, defensive line. Whoever has the ball in doesn't necessarily mean it. All it is just a fight for possession. Yeah. But only one person. This is a weird name, but that position in the middle is called the hooker. And all he does is just hooks.
I like
all he does is hook the ball. So like each team has a hooker, and each team has a person that like one person throws the ball in.
Yeah.
Each hooker can play that ball, but then there's a whole technique that comes into like the angle of where the scrum.
Oh.
And like if it's all just brute force.
So you try to throw it to your team, of course.
Yeah.
Or you got to throw it in the middle.
There's a certain angle that you have to like get.
Okay.
There's literally a little path
that
you're just standing there, you kind of let it roll in. But if you have another team that's like technically sound in the scrum, they can literally just push you straight through, and your hooker can.
Then you get it back.
Okay. Yeah. And that's what people don't understand. There's so much technicality to the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's beautiful. Like once you see it all, it's not just a bunch of grown men just running around like,
you're gonna make me see rugby different.
Yeah, yeah. There's so.
I think we need to take a field trip.
Hold on. Wait.
I want to take a field trip.
What can the hooker use to like grab it?
Only can use his feet.
Okay, his feet.
Yeah.
I'm imagining the guy like
with his head.
Like using his head to try to.
Yeah.
Dude, come on. I was like
0 concussions. Remember?
Just in case you guys are not watching. I don't know what the hell George. I don't know what George is doing, but he is just.
I think we found a new hooker.
He's headbanging to something. I don't know what's going on right now.
Okay. Wait. One more question. All right. Whenever they get to score, I forgot what do they call it? A try.
Yeah.
Is there more points if they run it to the middle?
No. So that part of the beauty of that game,
I know.
right?
Yeah.
Is the closer you get to the middle of the post is where you do your conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Holy shit, dude. The light bulb went off.
Yes, it makes sense.
I figured that one out. At first, I was like, why does he go down? He runs to the middle.
Yeah, he runs
gets
to the
down.
middle.
Now it's a straight shot.
So with a good kicker, like
Yeah.
that's part of the challenge. Like I'll go and dot it down anywhere and just let the kicker kick. But for a guy that's not really good, you're like, hey, and that's
I got shitty
we
ass
have
play
our
kicker.
team has 2 really good kickers,
Okay.
but you know sometimes they're out of the groove, and I'm like, I start looking at everybody. I'm like, dude, it's a middle of the post day. Like, you gotta, middle of the post, boys, and then do a break, like 1, 2, 3, down the middle, and that's what.
you.
Yeah, it usually just depends on like and obviously there's some defenses that are set up where they'll give you the outside.
Yeah.
And there's no way to come back into the middle. So beauty of the game. Yeah, people didn't know that exists. Yeah.
Because I love watching whenever they it comes down to they're on the edge and the only thing they can do is basically punt it.
Yeah.
And they just sprint like it turns into just a sprint race. A race for the ball. I was like, oh damn, this is good. No, it's a really rugby's awesome. Everybody should go watch it.
We will take a field trip and
So where?
shut up to go watch a game. Negative Nancy over here
I'm not
is
being a negative. I'm just saying that.
anti field trip. Yeah.
Do you have any rugby questions?
We do have a women's team.
I
Shout out
have
to
so
our-
many
our-
that I can't
our-
get any out.
Lions women's rugby.
There you go.
Shout out
Man,
to
I remember
they said
this.
I had
I
to.
need-
So
I don't think that I would be any good at rugby.
I need a rugby jersey.
we
Oh,
can make it
shut up.
happen. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dude,
There is too much testosterone in this room.
Oh, dude, for real.
What was your head?
I'm a hooker.
I gotta go watch this video.
Send
Yeah,
help.
make this into a go.
Send
Yeah,
help.
we're gonna clip the hell out of that.
This shit. I'm a hooker.
Oh my god. That's gonna turn into like a sound of something. You know
Oh, dude,
what?
that'd be great. Imagine that's the reason why we become viral. No, that'd be great.
Send
No,
help.
it's good.
Help.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where to buy rugby jerseys now. Like
we
I
can.
have
Yeah,
any type
Amazon?
of jerseys. Huh?
Go to the store.
yeah. We have an
Duh.
online shop. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So when can we go to a game?
Oh,
So
you don't want to go, remember? I just
You're
said
trying to
let's
talking
take a
about taking a trip, ma'am.
I said field trip. Field trip, meaning EMT goes as a field trip.
I don't want to go with you.
so we have like a 2-week. Like we're on the road for the next 2 weeks, and I think it's like March 22nd is we're back home.
Okay.
We're currently playing in Denton, which I know is a bit of a haul for y'all, but
Yeah, I work there.
She'll drive.
I'll
Oh,
work
nice.
down. I work in
Nice.
Frisco, so it's
perfect.
fine.
So yeah, we're playing right now. We're like at the top of our division.
Hell yeah.
So it's been a ton of change in our
We should
culture
go.
and our community. But we play. I think it's March 22nd. It's like we're having family day. But when
jealous.
I tell you, like it's
It gets
Take the
crazy.
it's gonna
family.
be- yeah.
Let's go.
You're not invited.
That's a huge part of the game too. Is like I said, we have this thing called socials. It's technically called a drink up. So
Okay.
you can
Drink
fight.
it up.
Yeah, you can fight for like 80 minutes on the field, and then afterwards you just have a beer with your buddy and like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
with
nice.
like the opposite team and like yeah. So there's a team from Little Rock, Arkansas that we're playing on.
Oh, really?
because I have to check that. I don't know if it's
Please send us the information.
Yes.
I would love
You
to
don't
go.
think they
on
would?
the 22nd.
Oh,
You're not
okay.
invited.
Yeah, it's the 22nd, March 22nd. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm
All right,
going.
one last thing.
Yes.
When you were playing, you say you played for a national team?
Yeah, the USA national team.
The USA, okay. Did you ever experience a haka?
So I sat on the sidelines when the USA played the All Blacks in Chicago, and it was it was one of those things. I'm like, yeah,
I love watching
Dude,
those.
really?
I was
The
like
hockey-
on the sideline, and it I was
You got pumped up. You're ready to face the U.S.
and then here we are just singing.
I've
our
heard of it,
Star
but that's why
Spangled
I'm
Banner.
asking.
So the haka is basically just like a
Hold on. You've never seen it? Okay.
Shut up, George.
I was sorry. I was
I
just,
didn't say I didn't see it, but vaguely know what you're talking about, but just to confirm.
It's like it's a call to arms. So like
Okay.
it pretty much is when you would go out to war. Like
They
the
did it-
craziest part is like the women do it for the men.
Yeah.
Like, so that's
Oh, really?
what that's
Oh,
the
yeah,
lit-
yeah, yeah.
that's the littest part.
They
So,
that's so
recently did it in
New Zealand.
in a in a court or
Oh, never
Oh
mind.
yeah.
yes.
That's
Oh.
their thing,
Yeah.
right? Like that's New Zealand.
They like dropped like
For sure.
they stopped
Yeah.
everything and they that when you said haka, that's what I was like, wait a minute.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
and it had
because
to do with something
of
legal
yeah.
out there that something was a law for so long, and then
They
the Maoris,
changed it
the
with-
Maoris got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because there's like I said, there's a whole island triangle there. Like each person or each village or country has their own version of the dance,
No, I didn't know that.
and it's not all called the haka. So the Maoris, that's the haka. Then the sipitao, which is the Tongans, it's literally the same exact thing. And then the Samoans have one as well. So you can tell by the dialect and the language, like where it exactly
Oh,
is from.
shit.
Yeah. So
Very interesting.
yeah, it's there's a whole world out there that just revolves around war and like revolves around getting high. Yeah. But the haka is like, it obviously went viral and then they do a version of the haka. Euless Trinity does it, but it's technically the sipitao, which is it's a huge Tongan population in Euless,
Euless?
like Euless Trinity, the high school there.
Yeah.
And I think it's something
Yes.
crazy like 90% Tongans. It's the second most Tongans in like per
Dang.
capita in the
the
entire
US?
United States. Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's awesome.
So they do it before their game, and like these kids are
and they do it on the field.
yes, and they
In
look
their
like grown men.
uniform.
They
Yes.
look like grown men.
They're pasty. For them to be in high school, it's like, oh,
yeah,
oh, that's a man.
yeah.
I'd
Men, children.
get pumped. I'd go fight anyone.
It makes you get pumped though, where it's when you see it, it's kind of awesome.
Yeah,
It's cool.
I'd
I
face
was-
my
It
own
is.
team.
I was
dude.
like watching like I don't know. It's
The
like
energy
always
that it gives.
weddings and
Yeah,
the ones that are like really emotional or funerals and stuff,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
sucks, but it's really cool. I know
Yeah.
cultural wise, it's a lot of respect,
It means
paying respect to whoever
yeah.
passed, but
And it's
cool.
it's all just driven around the passion, right? Like
Yeah.
we're very passionate people. Like the Pacific Islanders is what we're referred to. So there's a ton of respect. Like we're built on that, and it's a huge thing there. So it's awesome to see that there's like awareness to like our world and our culture and the community that we have. That I never thought of it growing up, and like when I start hearing other people talk about our culture, and it's like. Damn, we're really out here. Like we're here.
That's so cool. What number did you wear for US?
So I played center. So it's each number or each position is you're given a certain number.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So 1 through 8 is like technically the offensive lineman. I wore number 7, which is I played 7s. I'm not a 15s guy. Like obviously I got bigger over the years. So like I always say that my number got bigger once with my weight. So so I wore number 7. It's not anything that's like it sticks. It's like the new year.
It
like,
changes.
every 4 years. Like they get a brand new bunch,
Oh,
and it's like
okay.
it's all
Damn.
broken up by Olympic cycle year. So the Olympic cycle year that I was there, there's some of the greatest that came from the game came my year. It was my first year. So yeah,
Damn.
and then I think the last guy just retired like 2 months ago. Perry Baker, he's phenomenal. So now there's another group of like 30 to 40 guys that are part of the USA player pool, and then the numbers just kind of switch out.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
number
not,
7 is cool.
yeah. So 7. I'm lucky most times.
Yeah,
Lucky
That's a
7.
badass number, dude.
nice.
Nah, whatever.
That's pretty awesome.
I mean, March 22nd, right?
Yes.
You're not going. You're not invited.
I'm going.
You're gonna
Let me
come up with
just
some
like- I just-
excuse.
yeah, he's gonna come up with some excuse that Amy got him so busy.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
forgot it was that day.
Oh, I forgot.
No,
You
remember,
guys go
My
without
the
me.
chilaquiles were supposed to be March 21st.
Yeah, exactly. You,
No,
ves?
he
¿Ya ves?
he messed
¿Ya
up the
ves?
date. He messed up the date. He messed up the date. Okay.
We're gonna get there, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, that's today."
Hey,
I'm gonna
what?
ask for him. He's like, oh,
No, I'll be there. I'll be
No,
there.
no, he won't.
where's
I'll be on the field.
I'm gonna
Guaranteed.
forget his name. Like, where's
Where's the headbanger?
Yes, March 22nd in
March 22nd.
Denton, Texas. Yeah,
Denton.
it's like a Vela G or G Vela Sports Complex. It's like a soccer pitch, and it also doubles as a rugby pitch out there. So
nice.
that's awesome. Yeah,
Interesting.
Cool.
just look for the kids because our group has
A lot of
we have
kids.
at least like 45 kids from 13 to I think our youngest is like 5 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Oh yeah, and it's just like we're all dads, like we're all a bunch of old guys that are just like, yeah, we used to play. That's all the coulda, woulda, shoulda guys is what we are. And like the only way that the wives let them go to practice, is like, hey, like you better take those
We all gotta
kids.
go.
Yeah, so it's we
Everybody's
show up
practicing.
packed. Yeah, we show like we practice at a park too. So like
Yeah.
the kids are
that's
on the
so
play
nice.
set, and like the dads are just like trying to talk rugby, and the kids are just screaming. Yes. Yeah, it's awesome. It's an awesome little thing.
Do you have kids of your own?
I have yes, I have 3. Yeah.
3.
Yeah. I know. Been busy, but
I was gonna ask. Okay. This leads to one of my questions. Do you think that you are leaving a legacy behind, a legacy that your kids will not be able to follow?
wow.
Like,
Oh, that's a
whoa,
tough question.
bro.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
that,
And this is for everybody, or
this
This
is
is for everyone.
offensive.
No. I mean,
This
you
is
brought it up. You was like,
offensive.
bring
No,
your kids.
that's awesome. Like I'm into that deep stuff.
Yeah. Okay. It's for everyone. It's for everyone. It's just like, would they be able to follow in the same industry that that you think they could be better than you in that? You know, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm hoping. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a parent's dream, is like that the kids take up your passions and like they love what you love. The craziest part is like the kids have been around the game for so long. Like my youngest is 3, and then my oldest is about to turn 7, and then I have a 5-year-old that's about to turn 6.
Okay.
That's all they know is like Tuesdays and Thursdays are for rugby. Saturdays for rugby.
Sorry, you said at what ages?
About to be 7, 5, and 3. Like my baby just turned 3. So them being around the sport for that long, like there's an awareness and there's like a love for the game because of like who they have associated with the sport, right? Like, but when I tell you, like our group is like our community is amazing. Like like my kids know every grown man by name.
Okay.
And like the ones that they see often, it's uncle, it's auntie, like that. There's just that.
Yeah, I get you.
They hold them in that regard because they've been around the game. As far as like the legacy that I leave, like I'm hoping that they take a love for it, but at the same time, it's like, dude, like go make your own lane, do your own thing. Because I'm like, it was a part of my life for so long. My dad played for the national team. My uncles played in like I think it was like 1980 World Cup. So I've been around the game a long time.
I gotcha.
And it's, you know, like I was just gifted the opportunity to play.
And that, okay.
So
the passion
like,
was put.
it
down.
was already there.
Yeah.
I'll never force it on the girls, and like I'll never force it on my oldest is a boy, and I'm like, hey, dude, like I'm also a musician by trade. Like I'm a better musician than I am rugby player.
Oh,
So
okay,
like my kids are really into the arts. Like my middle one is a fantastic artist. The youngest, the baby, we call her the pet dragon. I don't know what she's gonna get into, like, but she's really that wild. Like she's
This
a
is like
handful.
that. Okay.
So we get back to the legacy things. Like I just hope that one day they, you know, like build something, right? Like use your hands, use your passions, use your goal, your God-given ability to like do something big. Because when they look back, the whole field situation, you know, I tell the team all the time, it's like I had nothing to do with the club. Like everything that was with the club up until this point had nothing to do with.
Yeah.
Everything from here on out, it's us, it's me. Like
I gotcha.
and that's that legacy. We're talking about legacy.
Yeah.
So I just hope that they're whatever they get into in the legacy that they choose, right? Like that it's fulfilling for them. Because I know rugby's fulfilling for me, but I don't want to be that parent that's like, oh no, you have to do this and you have to do that. Like, I didn't play sport until I got to high school. Like my dad never.
Oh, you didn't play rugby and like didn't get into
I
that?
just watched it and like was around it because of my dad.
Yeah.
And I think he thought that, I think he had like a broken collarbone, never got it fixed. So like, yes, yeah. So he had me around the game, but just didn't want me to have that thing, you know, and like to be
Do you
physically.
think? So you don't think he like kind of like not forced it on you, but he was just. Well, I don't know how to. Put
Did
it
he?
that way.
Was it more of a look? This is what I play. If you like it, cool. If not,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
What I remember is my dad specifically telling me like, do not waste my Saturday. Like if I'm gonna go out there,
okay,
like,
great.
you better not suck. And I just don't think my dad was ready to have a son that was not good at sports. So he was like, don't waste my Saturdays. He was at every football game that I had. Like when I played in high school, he literally didn't miss one. And it wasn't until like I didn't make like my first professional, until I was like my 20s. So like, I think there's like a window that you get like burnt out on the sport. And like, I didn't experience that early because I didn't play long enough. So like it was
so your passion was still
there and it was still building.
20s.
And like it changed for me once I traveled. And like people paid me to go and play in different countries. And like that was like nuts. It was nuts to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I've heard that
yeah.
a lot with even soccer players where I've known a few females that have gone to like college with full scholarships, and they've said that because they started at such a young age when they were in high school,
it burnt out.
there was like a year or two where they're like, I don't want to do
So
this
you're telling me
shit.
not to start them until they're like 12.
Maybe. I mean,
15.
I think it just
I
depends
need
on
the
the
next
kid.
Mbappe.
I think, shut up, George. I think it just depends on the kid, but I love that your dad didn't, because you're right. There are some parents where it's just like, no, you have to play. Like, what do you mean? Like, this is in your blood. Like,
Well,
go.
the way his dad was saying,
But
it was like
the
kind of
way his-
motivational.
Yeah.
Right,
like,
but it was
I
almost
guess I
like,
don't have to suck.
but it was almost like a reverse psychology where it's just like, no, if you're gonna see me, you're gonna fucking see something. Like,
No, hey, it's motivational. I don't
Right.
know. Some kids may take it differently. Some kids will be like,
you're right.
you know what? Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
It all like it all just depends on the kid, Like
Agreed.
I'm gonna be the parent to like whatever you want to do, dude. Like you want to go ballet, you want to go be an artist, like let's do it. But I will tell you this: you're gonna be the best damn artist I've ever had.
okay.
Like that, like just because I've been at that level,
Yeah.
like the athletic part, I've checked every box.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if we're gonna do it, baby, like we're gonna do it.
You gonna be
So I have a question for you.
Picasso.
Well, for all of us or for everyone. So you say that, whatever your kid wants to do, as long as they try their hardest, they do their best, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've discussed this on the podcast before where it's like, well, if your kid sucks, your kid sucks.
Yeah.
What if your
if
kid-
your kid's ugly, it's ugly. She's ugly.
What does, what?
Sorry, that was something else. That was baby. That was baby talk. That was baby
Okay. Oh my.
Anyways.
If your kid came to you and said that they wanted to be the best video gamer, that's what they're called, right?
Yeah, it's a
gamers.
gamer. Yeah, that's what we're called.
Oh, someone's already offended.
Yeah, dude, don't offend me like that. Anyways, go ahead.
And wanted and said that he or she is gonna be the best gamer.
Mm-hmm.
What would your thought? Where does your head go? Like, where does it take you? Does it take you back to the cool? I'm gonna support you 100%. Let's be the best gamer.
Okay, you're asking if it's something like, well, I'm guessing gaming you think is like kind of not a good industry to go into?
I'm just asking because I feel
That's what I'm saying. You think it, and I'm not saying it because like be mean or anything. I was just like, let's say gaming is a way of, if your kid would say that, it's like, oh, it's kind of dumb that they're doing that.
I wouldn't say the word dumb.
Okay, but that's
sure.
that's where I'm going.
But
Like that's where I'm
sure.
thinking you're trying to go. So, would you support it? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, my question is, would you support it?
There's a fine line, right? There's and seeing it from like the athletic side, like I knew how much time went into this, and like it wasn't just like my physical ability to play the sport. Like we're talking about a whole gamut of things that have to line up in order for them to be the best gamer, right? So talk about like the marketability of the kid, right? You're gonna get reviews by streams and subs and like how many people watch you. So there has to be some like type of personality or some type of like ego that you have when you play the game. And it's not just, I'm not gonna let that playing games slide for like, I'm not gonna let you do it 10 hours a game, right? Like 10 hours a day.
Like
There has to be
Because they want to be a professional
yeah,
gamer.
there has to be a backside to it. Like is how are you not necessarily, it's marketing yourself. So how are you going to market yourself so like people, because your fallback is always going to be a personality when it comes to Twitch, when it comes to to gaming. So it's like, if you're funny, like, let's put you on it. But if you're actually good at the game, like,
and you have personality,
let's get you a camera. Like, and you're going to have to like be able to like think on the go. Like, there's my mind is going so crazy. Like, we're gonna go and like we're gonna take like public speaking classes. We're gonna go to acting classes because there has to be a certain amount of a level of dedication that the kid really takes serious. Is like, playing games is not just so I don't have to clean my room, right? Playing games is not an escape for me. Like, they have to realize like this is a job now, dude. Like, if you're gonna be the best at something, you have to make it monetary. Like, you have to be getting paid for this. Yeah. So what are you doing to build up
making your life,
making your persona pop, make it sell? And like, that's where I feel like if you're going to be a gamer, there's a lot of other things that have to go in and fall in. You're not just sitting on a controller 10 hours a day. Like, you're going to read some books on how to be this, how to be that. Like, you're going
to practice that game before
I like that.
or wherever. Yeah. The personality, for sure. Like, because big streamers are just, the personality is there. Like, you're like, I'm watching because his personality is like, it's entertaining. So, and
then it just happens that they're good at gaming. But if it's something that,
and the money just comes,
and it just comes. But it can't just be them sitting on a game on mute, right? Like, they're talking. So there has to be, if my child ever told me like, Dad, I want to be a professional gamer, well, like, I'm gonna Google like what like.
That consists of
like PR,
what that consists of exactly,
right? But there's some type of like character things and personality things, and persona things that we need to figure out. Because if we're gonna do it and my name is behind it, like, we're gonna figure out the best way to go about this. It's not just sitting on the game for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, because that doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm kind of a crazy parent, and I think it's just because of like
no, it doesn't make you that makes sense.
The level that I've done things at, it's like I knew the self preparation, I knew the hours in the gym, how I had to eat, the dedication. Like,
I've never heard that response before. And that's that's no, legitimately, I've never heard that response before. That's why I'm like, well, shit. When you say it like that, absolutely, that actually makes sense, because you are making a point to. It's not about playing video games 24 hours a day. Like, that's not how you're going to become an expert or a professional. There's more to it. Yeah, there's more behind the scenes.
And I always say it's like building a house, right? Like, if your foundation is there, and like we have a solid foundation of like your character, like how witty you are, just how smart you are when it comes to like relatability. There's all these things that have to line up for you to be like a phenomenal Twitch or like streamer. And like, I'm just not that parent that's going to be like, oh no, like my son's going to go to the NFL. Nah, bro. Like, I can tell. Right? Like, I'm not going to sell you the false reality.
We've discussed that. We've discussed
there's a lot of parents out there that are like, no.
So I guess
I'm going to keep it real.
That was kind of part of your question, right? Like, if they tell you they want to be a gamer, like,
can you see through the bullshit?
Yeah, can you be like, you're not really a gamer.
You just like to play.
We don't even have a system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't beat that. You play on my phone when I let you borrow it sometimes.
And that goes into the age, right? Like, like a 9-year-old's not going to be able to tell you he wants to do something professional, because they want to do everything professionally.
Yeah.
It's the 12 and the 13. It's the teen years that there's some thinking and there's some thought process that, hey, like, okay, if you think that's what you want to do, there's this and that you have to do perfect. And we're going to work on those things. And, if they are not in line with those little steps that we have to take, like, because the gaming part's that's the end result. Like, that's the easy part. It's everything else that we have to be, as parents, like, we have to figure these things out, marketability and all that.
In the end, well, I don't know if you wanted to say something about, like, for example, Valerie and her soccer career that's going off. Is it something you see her, that you can push?
I don't push it. She just likes it. So
that always feels good.
She played, she's played softball and other sports. Like, right now she's playing, like, I just came here from her tennis game, which
she's playing tennis.
How do you feel about that?
She's never played tennis before, and she made the team. I don't know how. like she's really athletic. So whatever, she made the team, and she's actually pretty good.
Oh, okay, cool.
But she's still learning, you know? So
Yeah.
I'm like,
But
okay, cool.
but I love the fact that like sports are her thing. Like it doesn't matter if it's tennis or if it's soccer, where it's like, whatever, I'm active. Like, let's do this shit. Let's run. Let's do this.
She better end up doing golf one day.
That's
I
fine.
just want to see
By
golf.
all means.
And what they say is the smaller the ball, the more the money you get paid.
Hell yeah.
So,
Do you know how much?
think about it.
Do you know how much golf
Golfers
is?
make a
Hello.
They make a lot of money.
Hello.
You
Yes.
gotta also spend a lot of money.
Yeah, that's not cheap.
And then, so how old?
She's about to be 13 in a month.
That's the perfect age
Yeah,
to
so
figure out,
she's-
like, hey,
What she wants.
this is how much dedication goes into it, and if you're willing to, like, all we can do as parents is just support them, right? And the greatest thing that will ever happen as a dad is like having that aha moment, like, dang, she found it, like she found what she loves, and like, if I got to go through 6 sports and you find the one in that 6, like, run with it,
Yeah.
go,
Yeah, like
just
she
go.
loves soccer.
Awesome.
And today she was just, I'm just doing this just because I had to or whatever. I'm like, okay. Like,
I bet you it's literally just to
listens,
stay
right?
active.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And like
she's-
she made track too.
That's
I don't know.
awesome.
Like she just sent me a picture of her shoes that she bought for track. I like, you're not even into it. Like, what? Okay, whatever.
But the fact that she's staying
just run it,
active,
run.
you know,
Is that what you are your kids active?
are they on crack all the time? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I mean not.
Well, define active. Like
Like,
mine are still
they're
little.
they're
So,
little. Never mind.
so are they on crack all the time?
Well,
Absolutely.
okay.
What do you mean? Like,
What happens? Let's both of you. In the end, after doing all these sports and everything, they end up like saying, you know what, this everything I just tried out in my years or my teen years or whatever, nothing's for me. Does
I
it
mean,
does it hurt you? Does it disappoint you? Does it, or like, is it, are you just still like pushing?
nah, to me, it won't disappoint me. She could do whatever she wants. I just, in the end, I mean,
Would it bother you if
She
she
could
like that
fall out
wasn't
of
that
love
thing
with it.
that she got onto, like PJ was saying?
no, I know that for the years that she was doing it, she loved it, I think.
Yeah.
And that's what matters.
would you?
Like the memories
No. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But my question would be why?
By what?
Why is it that nothing, like, did nothing stick, or what? Like, what's going on?
Maybe they just.
For example, yours that's very, very active. If tomorrow she goes to him and says, I want nothing to do with sports, like, I don't find a passion in any of it, you're gonna believe her, or you're gonna be like,
Puberty.
I don't know. I mean,
hormones, or are you gonna be like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Nothing. You have tried all of this, and you like nothing.
Like, I'll definitely be surprised. I'll be like, what? Like,
I don't think it would be that easy. Exactly. I don't think it'd be
what am
that
I gonna
easy
do on
to
the
let go.
weekends? The hell?
I want to go drink.
Like, when she doesn't have games, I'm
Dude,
like, what are we doing today? Like,
I hate that Mia doesn't play soccer anymore, because I'm like, what? Why?
well, she's 3.
I want to go.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like,
Well-
I miss going to games. Can you get your life together so
Here's
that?
my hot take on that, right?
All
Like,
right.
I'm the complete opposite. Like, I'm there has to be like understanding, right? Like, because as adults, like, we don't just do things to do it. Like, we're not, we work a job just because we have to pay bills, but the end result is paying bills. So there has to be, I think for me, like, if my kids have all these sports that they're interested in, like, they have to understand the end result. And like, this playing sports is not, like, it's not a leisure thing, right? It's not something, and you look at all these scholarships that are available because of sports, right? If that's what she's into, right? If she wants to go to school and she wants to do next level stuff, like, you have to understand that, like, we're building for that. It's not just once we're done with the senior year, like, then we just stop. No, you have to instill that early, right? I would have instilled.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so we're not just playing sports just to play it. Like, we're not. So, because the end result is like, this can literally change our lives. Like, I don't have the money to put you guys in school, right? So you can go and get your
told
own
Mia
thing and do your own thing.
Yeah.
But the end result is like, you're gonna figure out what works for you. If it doesn't, like, you can still get scholarships for any, literally any sport.
Yeah.
So that's my hot take. It's not something that I would take lightly, but I would just make them aware, like like my dad said, like, don't waste my Saturday, dude. Like,
I've no bullshit. I mean, mine is, how old is she? 8, 9?
I thought you said 7, but okay.
It's my oldest. His is 7.
7, 6, and 3.
Okay.
7, 6, and 7.
I've told her, I'm like, girl, I was like, you need a scholarship for college, so you're gonna have to figure it out with soccer. I've told her that, but it's because she's good at it. You see her with the ball, and it's like, look, I'm gonna need you to put that into a sport and run with it, girlfriend, because free scholarships.
At that point, are you not? I feel like you might be forcing your.
No, I call it planting a seed.
I get it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just that see the kid at the end of the day maybe not be like, you know what, now I'm doing it for this. But I get it that it's like you might just be doing it for something, but you're still like doing it for that thing to help you for the future, right? I don't know. Does that hurt the child?
Well, I think we've talked about this before. Last time, I think Joe asked me, or somebody asked me, and I was like, well, I'm hoping that in the end, yeah, she goes to college and she gets a scholarship. And Joe's answer was like, well, why don't you just not force her, or I'm not forcing her, but why don't you just save that money that you're paying for, because it's not cheap. Saving it and then put her through college with that money instead. And I'm like, well, because I like going to the games and she likes playing. So
it's a win-win.
She likes to do it, and I like watching her.
It's memories.
Yeah.
And it's a 50% chance, right? Like she's either going to love it and do it in the next level, or she's not. Like,
yeah.
But you're looking at the skills on like what she's learned, right?
Oh, yeah.
The commitment and like holding yourself, the accountability.
Yes.
Like that's 4 years of that. And like, regardless of she don't like it at the end of the day, like she's going to be prepared for the job force. She's going to be the workforce. She's going to be prepared for all that, because we're not just doing stuff just to do it. Like what we learned in those 4 years is that you're X, Y, ABC, you're all these things. If it's not the college route that we take, like I know you're going to show up for work. I know you're not going to get behind on your bills, because you're going to do everything that you learned
That's a really good
in these
point.
sports, and that's who you are. But you built
discipline.
that over 4 years, yeah. And
Yeah,
it's,
BJ.
I know, bro. Like,
That's actually a very good because
I need to write a book. Man.
I think
Getting a beard.
Got me pumped right now.
I think we discussed this as well. Where, for example, have you ever let her quit a specific anything?
I mean, she quit. She didn't want to play softball anymore, but we saw that or recognized that she was bored. Like,
but did you let her quit?
I mean, not really.
The way you're saying
Not really.
Well, no, because I'm saying this for a reason.
If he gave up on her.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
I mean, she didn't want to play anymore because we saw that she had a lot of energy, and saw you're not going to use it up in softball.
Yeah, not in, yeah.
Like, she was out there just like, like trying to run. And we're like, all right, we're going to put you in soccer. And at first she was like, I don't know, whatever. And like, you're going to try it.
Yeah.
And she got in there and she was like, I can fucking run the whole time. Hell yeah, I'm doing this. And she liked it, and she stayed. And
the reason I asked,
can't get her off the field.
And now every Easter soccer games, she'll dribble around us. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but that's why I'm asking. Well, because they say that if you have it in your kid's mindset where they can quit, and you just like, okay, you don't like it, great, let's quit right now. That leads to just, if things get hard, you're just gonna quit. So it goes with that.
Damn, dude.
No, it's crazy how one thing stems, like it all makes sense. It all connects, right? So that's why I ask, is because, for example, we did indoor soccer for one season and I fucking hate it. I'm the one that hated it.
Why? Because
I don't know why I hated it, but I hated every minute of indoor soccer.
The facilities aren't that bad.
I don't know.
Okay.
I hated it.
The restrooms are nice.
Mia hated it. My kid hated it.
Yeah.
She had said, she's like, I don't like it. And I told her, I was like, girl, me neither. I was like, but now we know. But I was like, but now we know. You're going to finish the season, and we know now not to put you in indoor. Like, it was this, I think it had more to do with the specific like facility that we didn't like. But at the end of the day, she didn't like it. She was aware of it. I didn't like it. I was aware of it. And I was like, cool. We won't do indoor.
You let her quit?
No, on the opposite, where I literally explained it to her. I was like, I understand, but we're going to finish what you started, and then we're not going to come back.
So, real quick, PJ, how would you see that? Like, is that...
I think she's spot on.
Yeah?
That's absolutely...
Turn this a little bit down.
Oh, sorry. This one?
You can turn it down. Yeah. Just point it to...
Yeah, it's like I said, there's an end game. There's an end result to everything. Like, we have to learn, right? And the crazy thing about it is, like, kids don't have the concept of knowing that, like, we learn when we lose and we learn when it gets hard. Like, those are as an adult, that's some of the most valuable information that I've ever had.
Losing.
And like, just if it, like, we don't quit. Like she said, we don't quit. We finish what we started because we commit. Your parents made the commitment to bring you out here every single practice. Yeah, like, it was unfortunate that we don't like it, but at least we all don't like it. It's not just one person. You know?
We're all in agreement.
But just that concept alone, like, it's huge. Like, that's an adult level conversation that you have with the child. It's like you don't just quit. Like, yeah, it sucks. You don't like it. I don't like it. But, like, we finish what we start, but we look at, like, we'll never make that mistake again.
Yes.
Right. And
I've always told her that too.
Yeah. No, that's huge.
We
That's
already started.
ginormous.
You got to finish it. Like,
yeah. Even if
we'll reevaluate at the end if you still feel the same way. Whatever.
It's crazy because and maybe this is the epiphany that you just had a little bit ago, but I don't know how you were as a kid, where if you didn't feel like doing something, you didn't have to do it anymore. Where if you're given that leeway, even as a kid, it's like planting something inside of you where as you get older, I can just quit. I don't give a shit. Like, what do you mean? There is no repercussion.
Well, I've always told her, like, okay, you want to quit soccer, but you got to do something else. Like,
yes,
you got to.
Agree.
And my thing is just you got to stay active as a young kid
person
to an adult.
Young hormonal person.
Just do something, even if it's like you said, either play an instrument or something.
Fishing.
I agree.
Like my other daughter, she quit softball. Like she was like, I'm done with that. I really don't like it. She was pretty damn good too. And I was like, well, you got to do something. And she got into dance, and now she does dance. And that keeps her.
Is that your middle child? You have
I
three.
got 2 kids.
Oh, you have 2. Okay.
And that's what she does. She dances.
That, even speaking on that, like, when parents are like, no, my kid's going to the league. So if you would have been at that position where your daughter was like, I don't like softball. And you're like, no, you're going to stick with it because you're good, right? Because you said she was good. That also builds a completely different monster when you're like, no, you're going to do it because I think you're good, right?
Yeah.
But if the kid genuinely doesn't enjoy it, like, why are we holding their hands and, like, forcing them to do it? Because like, parents have that knack where, like, I hear it all the time, dude. Like, like, being around these kids, parents, like, are the worst, dude. They're like, my kid's he's going to go first round pick. And I'm like,
stop it.
I don't know, dude.
Your kid sucks. No, but we've discussed that before where we're like, stop it. Your kid sucks.
Yeah,
stop
but
it.
with, like, I
your money.
I feel like you handled that, like, so gracefully, especially for a girl, right? Because you're giving her the option.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you're giving her the option to, like, yeah, you want her to stay active, but it's not, you're doing it because I think you're good. If she doesn't enjoy it, like, she's never going to be, so she understands she's never going to be forced to do something because someone else thinks it's right.
Yeah.
So you're teaching her a valuable lesson, because that's what we're fighting with our, I'm getting with the kids now. Like, and it's just building these little concepts that we understand as adults, but, like, I'm getting my kids to understand this at, like, 3 years old. So, like, little concepts like that is like, you're not going to continue to play because I think you're good. We're just going to move on to a whole nother thing. Because at the end of the day, we both win. You want her to still be active. She doesn't want to play the sport, so she'll go find something. And then she found dance.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
I mean, she loves it. I mean, when I see her, like, doing her thing, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
She's pretty good.
Yeah.
And now she's just,
I don't know what I'm watching, but she's good at it.
And she's a great soccer sister.
Yeah. And now she's doing, like, backup dancing for shows.
Yeah, she does. Look, she does stuff for dance. Yeah,
they pay
she
her.
likes.
They better pay her.
They pay
I
for
swear
that.
I swear that's like my oldest and my middle. The middle one is little cheerleader, all about dance. The oldest one is all about sports.
Well, she wants her dream, like what you said earlier. Her dream was a K-pop star, and I was like, well. First of all, you're not Korean, so
half the battle we lost.
What's the next best thing? You know, and she's like, well, they dance a lot. I'm like, all right, there you go. Dance a lot. All right, you want to dance.
I love that.
Did she start? She's learning Korean, right?
Yeah, she loves the Korean culture.
Yeah, no,
so, you know,
let her live, dude. Just let my niece live, man. You're Korean? Yeah, baby, you're Korean. You're gonna be the best Korean.
Hey, learn the language. With some makeup, you might pull it
There's
off.
got to be some type of political something that's not right there.
We're gonna get flagged for that bit of content.
Yeah, dude, it's all right.
That's gonna be awesome because like this, it's the kids that show early interest that like get to experience it as an adult. And like when she goes to Korea, her mind's gonna be blown. Yeah, just with like how crazy, like Japan, China. Those are whole different worlds that people don't understand. Like I was fortunate enough to go because of rugby, and like it's a whole different world. And you're there, and you're like, it's just not America, dude.
Like it's different.
Yeah,
Culture
you're
shock.
like a whole different. It's a whole ass world.
I'm ready to go to Japan. I really want to experience that. No, the way you're saying it.
Yeah, it's
No toy. Mm-mm.
Now you don't want to go?
This is why.
It freaks me out to not know the language.
yeah.
Honestly, like that sounds so
So you would have been freaking out
close-minded.
in Italian. In Italy.
Probably no, because Italian's kind of sounds like Spanish. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. But
It's hard to pick up, but yeah, it does. It does.
Yes, it does. But when you're there listening to them,
Like, eh?
trust me, you like it's just on the spot. You can catch some things, but other things no. Anywho,
I had someone speaking Portuguese to me, and I was like,
Portuguese is
"Is that?" No.
No, Japan. I feel like would be good fun. Just not knowing.
I would love I would love the food aspect of Japan. I would love the food aspect of any other country.
Just not
going over there.
Indian.
Yes, I like
Food?
Indian food. Yes,
Dang.
yes, I do.
I heard it's too spicy.
I
Even
have
for
as
us.
well.
spicy for us.
I heard it's.
I've heard that it can
That's
be.
a real bold statement.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
it can be. But that's what I'm saying, where I'm fully in on the food aspect of it. But as far as visiting,
Meeting
and
people, no.
being around people, no.
I gotcha. Okay, cool.
I'm antisocial.
Well, so all this information I brought out. I don't have kids of my own, so it's great information to take on, and later on
Pass this on
pass this on.
to your little Georgies or Georgettes.
So whatever.
Georgies.
I'm gonna create Monster Squad.
Oh God. Oh gee.
Yeah, everything that we said, don't listen to it. You're on your own,
monster, dude.
His child is gonna come out headbanging.
Oh,
That's what.
We're gonna erase this episode so you don't.
What's she's.
This never happened.
Yeah.
Him, she's. It's gonna happen.
Wait,
Oh no.
Him or she, like him,
Oh, I
she's.
thought that was a new pronoun.
It's hims or she's.
That was our second flag we just got flagged for that.
Canceled for sure.
Yeah. You guys are out of here, dude.
We're out of here.
We had a good run.
No, dude,
No, we've said
it's
worse
all right.
things.
We've
Yeah.
Oh, we did. Someone said the. Never mind. We'll stop there.
They can find it.
Trigger alert.
Yeah. I forgot what episode that was. That was a long time ago. Nah, that's fun, dude.
So how many episodes are we in?
118. You are 119.
119.
119 to what? 2.5 years?
2.5 years.
Dang.
Wait, is it 2 years?
No, it's 1
No, we're
year.
about to-
It's one
no,
and a
we're still-
half.
Dude, it's
it's
once a week. We're at 118. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
The math is not
52
mathing.
104 is
52
2 years. 104 is 2 years.
Sorry, I've been here.
104 is 2 years, but we've skipped weeks and stuff.
Okay, we're almost at 2 years.
Dang.
I know.
Yeah,
dude.
in August is
I didn't
supposed
think we
to
were
be like
going to
around
last
2.
past like 10.
Especially George calling in every weekend or every week.
Damn, George.
Every week.
This is
fucking excuse.
This is what we're talking about. The discipline.
He's not going to be there on the 22nd. No,
dude, BJ, I will be there.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No,
he's going to block my call.
Oh, wait.
He wasn't going to be here today.
Yeah, so
He literally called in like an hour before.
So what you're saying is, cuando te conviene, you're going to be there.
No, not all the time, dude. Not all the time. So
stupid George A.
Yeah, you were trying to call in today.
Yeah, you were.
Look, there was a.
I was driving, so I couldn't.
There was a reason for it. Look,
I was driving, so I didn't see it all.
Is it me?
No, it wasn't you.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah, we told him
I thought it was
PJ's gonna be there.
Sheena. They had Sheena on the schedule. No. I'm kidding. No, but there is stuff that I had to do. I just once they told me, oh, he's sick. And he's like, I can't be on. I'm like, all right, dude, I'll come in just for you.
So once a week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Every week.
We're discussing something different.
Yes.
Whatever.
Usually
like
just.
So you have
Current
119
events.
episodes to listen to.
Yeah. Well, I went through a couple of them, and I'm like,
I'm sorry.
This is my first ever podcast.
Awesome.
So yeah. And I'm like, I'm
Nice.
gonna book the next one.
Yes.
Don't know who it's gonna be with, but
Here I am. The next one.
Here I am. Oh, this is good
yeah.
stuff. Thanks for having me, guys.
No, of course, dude, of
having
course.
me.
What's the team of the name of the team? Is it Alliance?
So Alliance Rugby Club in Keller, Texas. Shout
Keller.
out to our men's side, and then we have Alliance Women's.
Uh-huh.
That
I'm
is also a
glad
team.
that you're,
What?
including. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry.
Damn.
No. I don't give a shit if there's a women's team.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
You don't care if there's a WNBA either?
Tell us how you really feel.
For real, dude.
You guys already know how I really feel.
Do you not care about like
Equality. Like the girls want to headbang too.
Absolutely,
wanna
by
be-
all means.
I was about to say, they want to be
Sure.
So what do you tell your daughters in that situation?
In what situation?
I mean, they want to,
Oh, if they want
they want to make the women's soccer team U.S. national. Because
Go for it.
My girls, I'm raising them tough.
Yeah, agreed.
Hey, they-
I
He's got the next Alex
You
Morgan.
got badass.
I agree 100%. I've been told I'm a lot tougher on my girls.
Do you cut their dreams?
Do I cut their dreams?
Like,
No.
not cut their dreams,
Am
but,
I
yeah.
tougher on them? I say this to them, like, you're not a delicate flower. Stop. Like, toughen up.
Oh, okay.
That's my perspective. That is not very.
No, it's good, but
People think how they feel how they feel about that, but I don't like the whole delicate flower because she's a girl. No, toughen up, dude. Like, all right, you fell, get back up, you're good.
Yeah.
Yes, literally, that's how I talk to my kids.
okay.
Where it's like, come on, get up, you're good.
You do that?
Dust it off.
Oh yeah.
It's you.
That's fine. No, I understand. I mean,
There was, you know what? There was actually a video that I recently saw where it was involving fear.
okay.
Where it was it's a statistic /
I fear nothing.
what do you say? How do you say it? It's something that you put in kids, and it was like a daycare almost. So say that's this same room, and there's babies under the age of 1
Okay.
sitting with toys, and they put pythons
Yeah.
in with the babies.
Okay.
The babies gave 2 shits. There was no fear.
Yeah.
You put that fear in kids.
Yeah.
Whether they're female or male.
Yeah.
You put that fear because the kids were literally with the pythons as if they were like nothing. They were just moving toys. But you see the parents and they're like, "Oh my God," like freaking out.
You instill that fear in your kids.
You put that fear in the kids. So don't put that in your kids. Even as simple as
Is there some type of fear that you feel like your kids should have? Like something that
stranger danger, that is the fear that I can think of. But other than that, no, you fell, get back up.
I guess my question was geared more towards, like you say, you know how I feel about women's sports? How do you feel? You just don't care about them?
It's not that I don't care, is I don't watch,
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
you
so-
don't support them. Yeah.
but it's not just women. It's not, because women are playing, I'm not going to watch. It's just But I'm also not one to say, well, there's men's basketball. Where's the female basketball? So if he were to have said, no, there's not female rugby, I wouldn't have been like, well, why? What? I want to
Been
play.
an easier conversation. You know? I'm glad you skipped over that.
But do you see what
the
I
way
mean?
that you're saying it, I get it. Yeah,
Where
you're
I
absolutely right.
wasn't going to say, oh, well, why? Well, I want to play rugby. I wasn't given the opportunity. No, I'm going to
It's
be
the
like,
pick that
okay,
pick
cool.
me. Like,
It's like,
sure.
cool. There isn't. It's,
I think there is a sport that doesn't have a women's team. Hockey?
no, there's
there's female hockey.
I've never
I
seen
didn't
female
know
hockey.
that.
I didn't know.
I've never seen it, but I'm sure there is. Yeah, there has
I
to
didn't
be.
know that
Okay,
there was.
There's a lot of girls out there that like hockey.
Continue.
That was my point of that. I'm not offended if there's not a female sport, whatever the sport may be.
But it's just something you're not losing sleep over. Like,
Correct.
Yeah,
don't
welcome.
kill.
Yeah.
Don't kill.
If he would have been like, no, rugby is not for females, I'd be like, okay, cool. There must be a
Nice.
reason. Like, that's cool too. Like, I wouldn't have been the offended one saying, why? I want to play.
Oh, shit.
No, that's awesome.
Like I try to lean my kids towards, watching
Continue,
girls sports.
Continue.
What? We got to start over.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Everything's recorded on here.
I was about to say, damn.
Yeah, I forgot to hit
I
the
forgot
other-
everything I said.
I forgot to hit the other one. Everything's recorded on there. He's going to hate me after this, but it's fine.
As long as he doesn't hate me, I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
that looks different from what the screen that was just on there.
No. It's being recorded
All
on
I'm
the
saying
bottom.
is someone's getting fired tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
George. He would.
George wasn't even supposed to
It
come
would,
to the
He
it
shouldn't
would
even
not
came,
be the
dude.
first time. It
He
would
shouldn't
not
even
be the
came
first
here.
time.
What are you doing here?
Wow.
That's why I told them to sit in here.
This is
Anyways,
valid.
you know what? We used to have if you go back 100 episodes,
Yeah,
we
great.
used to have a fact checker that would sit there and do every episode and fact check us.
Shoot.
Yeah, and you know what? He decided to quit. I'm talking about you, Luis.
Oh, damn.
Dun dun dun.
Luis doesn't watch this or listen to
Or
us.
listen to us anymore. I don't even know why we have him in the group chat. Anywho,
I have a question. I have a legitimate question, and I don't know if this has been asked before. I'll put that out there.
okay,
Why do people lie?
for gains.
Can you be a little more specific? Why do people lie?
Does it bother you that they lie? But do you not lie?
No, I don't lie.
It bothers me.
That's actually one of my biggest things that I can't get over is when somebody lies to me.
Like George.
George, well,
I don't lie to y'all guys.
always. But no, that's
I don't know why. I can't tell you why. It's just they're afraid. I don't know. They're
I have to say for personal gain, it's just the way that if there's something they feel like they can get out of it, or if I'm with you and there's like something I don't want to get into, a situation I don't want to get into too, I could lie and be like, you know what, this so and so happened. Do you know what I mean?
no,
You know
I
what I'm talking
don't.
about?
Nope, not even a
It's
little
like trying to
bit.
get myself out of a situation, like what you think I did today, right?
Why are you hiding what you did today?
I told you what I did. I was going to do today, but
What you're
Y'all thought
gonna
it was-
do and what you did.
no, because they thought it was. So what I did today, I was called out, right?
Do you see that?
That was like very quoted. Yeah,
I called out today because
from work.
no, from here,
From here.
from work.
he was really
I
trying.
get
He
why
was
it's
he
so
was
hard.
calling in.
He was
telling
calling in, and then Joe said, "Fuck
Calling
that." Be
in.
gone.
called in, and it was in a lie. It was, but let's say it was a lie. Let's say I was sure.
listening.
Huh?
I'm listening. Mm-hmm.
What am I gaining out of that? A lying, right? In that
Yeah.
situation, I was gonna stay home, do some other stuff, and that's what I would have gotten out of it, right?
Okay.
What I was actually gonna do was go prepare some stuff for our grand opening on Sunday, but
You said hour.
I have to say, I'm gonna help him out at the beginning, and then after that, it's
No, today is the day that it is, and no, you can't use that excuse.
PJ. We're opening what would you call it? A restaurant? Not a restaurant.
Man, you're really struggling right now.
A pop-up. I got him nervous.
He's struggling.
I got him nervous.
Damn, dude, don't do that to me right now.
Yeah, you're struggling.
Okay, so let's see. Adrian, why do people lie? I know that you can't speak for other people, but what do you... I personally do not like liars. Lying is... You don't have to lie. I rather you be truthful.
I mean, my guess is just they just want to make themselves seem like a different person. But I mean, there's a lot of habitual liars. Those are the ones that are they just can't help it. But I think most people, I feel like most people don't lie. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
You think there's some way?
But there's the ones that do are like
for no reason.
Like, dude, I know you're lying.
There's a reason you brought this up. Let's say, was it your husband, your kids that lied?
No, it was you.
It was you. You're a liar. What
I'm just
about
kidding.
you?
I'll set this one out.
He's out here watching.
Hard on the quotes. Hard on the quotes.
No, I'm asking because I know someone that is in a situation that involves a lot of lying, and it's lying. Like
Lawyers?
Dude, you're a lawyer. You can't be lying.
Lawyers don't lie.
Actually, they do, don't they?
No. They don't. Look it up. They don't lie.
Look it up.
Yes, look it up.
They beat
don't
around
lie.
the evidence, not lie.
No, they don't lie.
Okay.
They don't lie.
So, well, then what happened?
The reason I'm asking is because I have come to the conclusion that there are people that lie for no reason. Like you legitimately don't have
a reason. Sometimes it's just for entertainment.
Entertaining?
I don't want to say
What would you call what lawyers do? Just
they add fluff.
no. They
okay. All right.
Lawyers don't lie.
I'm not saying they do. But
They don't lie.
they're
Oh,
not.
wait.
But they're not. How would you say it?
They're not telling the whole truth.
No, they not might be lying, but they're not. Somebody help me out. What would you say?
Because they're
PJ?
not lying.
What do lawyers?
I'm
No,
trying
they're not lying. They're just leading you in a different direction.
That's not lying.
I'm coming from again. I'm not
Coming from the hood.
I'm not saying I'm not.
can't
They're
speak
not
on
lying.
this,
I don't because I don't lie.
I had some lawyers pull me out of some situations.
Yeah.
So you're grateful for the
Very thankful for
leading in a different
Yeah.
direction.
Yeah, but
They
that's,
weren't lying, but
No.
they weren't necessarily telling the truth.
Because I don't know if
I
you know
did it.
this.
I did it.
Yeah.
Whatever I did, I did
You
it.
did
But
it?
you didn't
Okay.
tell your lawyer
I didn't
that,
tell my
right?
lawyer that.
Exactly. Because
Oh, so that makes me wrong too,
No,
'cause
no,
I
no, no,
lied.
no, no.
She called you a liar.
No, that doesn't make him a liar.
Can't do that to our guest.
He,
What the fuck? I like PJ, dude.
Guys, when I go, I'm gonna go on record and say I'm not coming back. Okay, I'm not coming back.
Let's cut that part out.
What? Okay.
so, like he said, where he didn't tell his attorney that, so his attorney did not lie.
Yeah, I know.
And notice that I did not call him a lawyer.
alleged.
A lawyer
Alleged.
and an attorney is two different things.
Wait,
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, aren't you? Don't they? Whenever you get a defendant where you're defending someone, don't you sit in a room by yourself with this person and you're like, all right, did you do it or not?
No.
Really?
Have you ever heard someone say
That
in
OJ
movies,
did it?
in movies, in shows, in whatever, have you ever heard, oh my God, did you do ABC? Don't tell me I can't defend you if you did.
Oh, this is true. So OJ didn't do it.
That's what you got out of it?
I'm just
That's
saying.
what you got out of this
The
conversation.
lawyer did it.
That is what you got out of this conversation.
Okay, I get you. So
Why
I
do
still
people
can't
lie?
think of the word.
You
I still can't think of the word.
redirect?
No. No, yeah, continue.
fluff.
Detour?
They fluff.
No, it's not fluff. It's a different word, but SPJ.
Yeah,
Why do people lie?
I don't know, man. Coming from the part of the world that I came from, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily lying.
What?
You're just like buying some time. You're
Exactly, buying some time.
Buying some time to
make up my mind.
Figure out
like
if you can tell the truth.
No.
Did you see the situation he just put it with saying buying some time? Think about the situation.
I think we just got set up for that. We're all going to jail tonight.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying. Get him right now. Just get him right now.
Would you put us? You can't put us in jail. Would you put us in jail?
Well, why would no?
As a lawyer, no, she can, right?
No, I'm not the police. What?
Are you a lawyer?
I'm not. I'm not in
I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know what she is.
I don't know.
Lawyer. She works in the law, guys. She's a lawyer.
She's in the law offices.
Law office.
If you're about to go to jail, don't call her. Just go to jail.
I wish Joe was in here because he would probably back me up.
With the word you're trying to find out.
That was like 20 minutes ago.
Looked it up and be like, all right, this is the word you're looking for. But
Yeah.
Damn, I just looked over there and I'm like, oh, fuck, he's going to be pissed.
they're not truthful. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not straight shooters. They beat around the bush. I can say a lot of things about what George not doing and make him seem to be like
a horrible person.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
think that's good?
You
For
can
me,
also
I'm not saying I'm a liar. I already agreed to that. I already agreed to say that they're not lying. I already agreed to that.
You can also make him look like a great person.
Yeah, I'm a great person.
That's fluff.
Oh yeah.
I call it fluff.
I think you're great.
Thanks. PJ, thanks, man.
This is my first time on the show, guys.
They're
Don't quote
not-
that.
I don't know. They're not good people. I'll tell you that.
Who's not good people?
Most lawyers.
Do you feel like
That's not true.
I watch them on TV all the time.
lawyers? Do you feel like lawyers have to be bad people to be able to be lawyers?
I think most of them step on a lot of the ones that you know. They're dirty.
How dare you.
What? Are
The
you serious?
audacity. Why are they dirty?
Because
Well, okay, what good lawyer do you know that's like really like
straight
like a
shooter
known good lawyer?
The guy that
doesn't lie and doesn't have to like do tricks around with the law.
Like the most famous lawyers are the ones that have gotten people out of.
Thomas J.
the
Henry.
one that is
The hammer.
Martillo Tejano.
Girl, I just got hit. I think it's all context, right?
Girl, I just got hit by.
Girl, you better go.
Yeah, Martillo.
I just got hit that car.
Tell me you're texting without telling me you're
I've been
texting.
seeing that guy.
No, I'm
I've been
looking
seeing
for
that guy
the-
since I was so young. Like
This guy.
his Spanish has not gotten any better. Like, come on, bro. You've been
That's
here
my-
forever.
Dude, that's my uncle.
That guy.
Who the hell is that? Show PJ.
Jose. ¿Cómo se dice? How do you say that last name?
Jose what?
Baez?
Bias?
B-A-E-Z.
Bias?
Baez.
Baez?
Jose Baez.
Jose Baez.
So this man,
He's a good
He
attorney.
looks familiar.
He's been on
dude,
very high profile
looks
cases.
he looks like he lies for breakfast, dude. He's like,
As much, what's interesting is as much as I hate liars, you guys are defining liars as attorneys.
Damn.
Damn, right? That is
dude, we're doing good. We're doing good. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something.
So, like, I think it's all context, right? Because there's different types of attorneys. There's different types of lawyers. Like, what are we doing with the lawyers that, like domestic violence, someone dies because of a domestic dispute,
That
or
is my
like the
area of
lawyers
law.
that are fighting healthcare, like healthcare fraud. So, like, I think it sucks that we can generalize like
Sure.
an
every bad entire industry or entire career.
Agreed.
Because not all lawyers are bad. Because
Exactly.
There's lawyers that are fighting in like civil court and like
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I and that's why I
I'm
said
offended. I'm just
the most.
Whoever
That's why I said
I won't be back.
That's why I say the most famous lawyers. They're not
Yeah.
like they didn't get people off for doing something good or that you were on their side. The good part was on the side.
I guess I think this is the biggest misconception is there's information that you hear on social media, there's information that you hear on the news, and then there's actual evidence and there's actual information. So what are you basing that bias off of?
TikTok.
No.
What are you basing?
Oh, Joe's not here, but that's the seat that drops it every time.
Hold on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Just grab that
Yeah,
jacket.
continue,
No, I'm just
continue.
kidding.
No, yo, wait. Don't
Okay.
get it on you.
No, that's not fair. Bring it first, though.
Yeah, I will.
That's
So-
good. That's the seat that drops him.
Yeah, that felt so not natural, dude.
Get the
hell out of here,
It happens. It happens all the time. Trust me.
What did you say?
Nothing. Oh, don't, dude. Okay.
She going to the
Ladies and
restroom now?
gentlemen, there was a record fourth with oh no.
Joe's not here, but we kept the tradition alive.
Yes.
We spilled a drink. Good job. You're good.
Shout out to Pacifico.
For real, dude. Y'all better sponsor.
Trying to sponsor,
that one.
dude?
Yeah, we're
Trying to. We're trying to.
Trying to. No, dude. That's what happens here.
I just,
ahead.
I don't know. I guess the part of it is they get a really bad rap too, just because they're.
What? Because
I mean, to me, there's a lot of them that worry about their record, just like anybody else would, right? You want to be known to have a clean, good record. You want to have 100 cases and win 100, like batting 100 or whatever.
Yeah.
And sometimes those lawyers won't take a case that they know they're going to lose. So to me, that's like,
Just to pad their numbers.
yeah. So it's like,
Lying.
it's not lying. It's just like, they're just, I don't know. But then on the other hand, there's lawyers that are like, they have 0 for 100 and they're fighting every single time trying to, but the guy they're fighting against is a guy that has all the backing. I mean, it's not a,
That's what you're saying.
it's not a fair fight either. A lot of times, there's judges and money involved and interest that makes it really hard for the good lawyers to really shine. So
I trust the Martillo Tejano.
what's the other guy?
Texas Hammer.
There's the other guy, Garcia.
Oh no,
He's always been on the boards too.
dude. Thomas J. Henry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one now. I feel like he blew up like maybe a few years ago. I haven't seen him before that. All I saw was the Texas Hammer. Thomas J. Henry's all over Dallas now.
Yeah, the only thing his billboard says is that he's won $1 billion for customers. I was like, damn, dude, like you must be a dog out here, bro. This guy killing it. He's locking up everybody.
I know who to call. Damn, there's a speed dial. Fuck with me. I got Thomas J. Henry on.
Isn't that part of his like jingle or something?
What?
Thomas J. Henry doesn't like a
He doesn't
like
have
daughters.
a jingle.
That's sad.
He should.
I think we need to look it up. Where's our fact checker, dude?
Jose.
Jose.
Alfredo, where's Luis? Sorry, there's
Hey.
three. There's two of them right now that should have been here. But anyways,
One of them is sick.
It's all good.
why didn't you close the window? You didn't close the window. Did you pull out another Twisted Tea?
Are you judging me right now, judgmental Susie?
I'm sorry. Okay, so
All right, I got a question. And we got 3 guys and the girl here, so I'm gonna.
Hello.
The question is,
I don't know. There's a lot of testosterone in this fucking room. I don't know.
do
The hell?
do men generally don't like to celebrate their birthdays? Do you agree or
that's
disagree?
a fucking lie, dude. I saw that yesterday or somewhere. Do you like celebrating?
Answer the question.
I'm the opposite.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
celebrate my
I know you're not talking for all of us.
Yeah.
What? Okay, wait. Why do you hate celebrating your birthday, PJ?
I don't know. I think it comes down to like you just have a bunch of people that are celebrating you that weren't there in the delivery room.
That
I know
got
that's
way
weird.
too deep.
I know. Yeah. I'm a deep guy, man. I'm a deep guy.
I love that.
So it's just like,
Okay.
like you're celebrating me after knowing me for a couple of years. Like, imagine like how shitty I'd been before you knew me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You're gonna celebrate that on the day of my birth.
That just
I'm
went
sorry.
a whole different
No,
direction.
she's like,
I think it just comes down to like I don't like the attention. Like,
Yeah.
Like if I had like an ideal birthday party for me is like, I'll just have a beer at the house.
Okay.
We'll have a cake and let the girls and the babies blow out the candles.
Okay.
A nice steak and a burger, and that's it.
Can I ask your
A
birth
steak and a burger.
date?
November.
Not the day, but November?
Yeah, 6.
You saw what she just did?
Yeah, all that strawlet. She's
Yeah,
like, oh,
she's
you're a Capri Sun?
Capri Sun?
Oh, we're cooking now, guys. We're cooking now.
Oh yeah. What did you? What is he? What is he? What is he?
I don't know. That's what I
come
was
on.
asking. He called himself a Capri Sun.
You need another one, George?
Yeah. Hit me.
Yeah, he does. Oh, you're having another one, George?
No, we'll just
had a shot.
We'll just take it off the table, dude. My bad.
Nah, you good. I
Snort it.
I saw a TikTok where there's a lady that there's a guy in their group text group that is his birthday, and she's all like, we're gonna throw a party for you, whatever, and he's like, no, I don't want that, and then she's like, what do you mean, like what we're just gonna throw a party, whatever. So there was so much pressure from everybody, like, yeah, you got to do this, whatever. And then finally he's like, okay, but let's get together, but don't tell anybody. I'm going to invite some people too, but don't tell anybody that it's my birthday. I just kind of want to hang out and not make it about me. Oh, okay, whatever. We're going to bring a cake. And no, don't bring a cake. Like, I just don't want to make a big deal out of it. I just want to hang out, have a few beers, and don't sing happy birthday. Don't tell anybody it's my birthday. It's natural.
You just get to a certain age, you're just like,
And with it
crawl in my hole.
Yeah. With it being my
grumpy ass.
Yes.
with it being my
Capri
birthday
Sun.
last week was my birthday, and I felt the same way. Like I was just like, no, I just want to hang out at the house and just
I didn't even know it was his birthday. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
That's what he calls it. She calls it
trying to go for.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
So today, my coworker was like, I don't know how it came up, but he found out, and he was like, did I miss your birthday last week? I'm like, yeah, it's fine, dude. It's like, I don't care. He's like, oh shit. Like he kind of felt bad, but I was just like, it's not that big a deal. Like that's,
But
I don't tell anybody for a reason. Like,
But in that situation, do you not feel bad whenever you miss someone's birthday? Like, is
I
like,
felt
oh,
bad.
the day before, the 2 days before, and they're like, oh shit, your
No, I
birthday
don't.
was this day?
I felt bad. And then George said, you didn't even text him in the group? I'm like, how the fuck did you want me to text him if I didn't even know it was his birthday?
George, if it makes you feel better, George didn't text me either.
George.
So, and then y'all are yeah, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad.
Okay. You were gonna say?
Like it's so bad that like Facebook, you know, like everybody's like, oh, it's so and
You
so's
can
birthday.
undo it.
Like I will deactivate my Facebook. I've had the damn
week-
thing for
a week
12,
before.
13. I don't know how long I've had Facebook, but I will literally deactivate my account so people won't wish me happy birthday.
Why? No.
It's just
This has to
weird.
stem. No. It has to stem from somewhere. I refuse to
No,
believe.
because
Well,
I like.
he's different, but I think that
He's like,
Well, yeah, I know you're an
Bring me
Stop.
into-
you're an attention whore. I'm aware.
I got
love it.
200
That-
likes.
That stems from somewhere, and I want to know where.
I think I'm just, I don't have main character energy. Like I'm good being the guy in the back.
Are
scenes.
you?
Damn, you just saw.
Do you have
I'm the same
siblings?
way.
I do.
What number are
I'm
you?
the youngest
You're
and I'm the
young-
only boy. Yeah.
Oh,
like-
the attention was always on you then.
It was,
Then that's
but when
probably
it comes
And you're the youngest.
Yeah, when it comes to-
that's a double whammy.
yeah.
I'm just saying. Am I wrong?
I should have went saw shrink because there's some issues. You're there. There's something there. Yeah. Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's definitely something there. I don't know because from what I understand is like we grew up in like different times, right? It's like my oldest sister.
Yes.
My parents didn't really have a lot of money, and then they got money when my middle sister was born, and like I was like the culmination of the last that we literally had everything. So
Yeah.
I think my oldest sister is the same exact way as me. My middle sister loves
That's middle
it's
child
going to be
syndrome.
a whole month. We're gonna celebrate.
That's
my damn
middle
birthday.
child syndrome.
Yeah.
That's middle child energy.
And I want to say it just comes from that. Like, I don't like the attention. I came to the understanding that it's not about me all the time. Like, and I know that just got dark.
It did.
It did.
But, okay.
Keep going.
Yeah,
I
so
like it.
It's not about me, right? Like, and it's like I don't have main character energy. Like, I love being around people, but like, don't make the center of attention me, and don't make the focus on me, because like
You shut down.
Yeah. Like, cause I have flaws, right? But it like, and you're not gonna expose it on my damn birthday. Like, you're not gonna do that to me. No, don't freaking do that to me.
I'll play rugby.
Adrian, where are you in the line?
I mean, I'm kind of.
Are you?
I'm the oldest.
Okay, that makes more sense. That makes sense.
It's like, does it?
How many siblings do you have?
5, 4.
It's 5 with me.
Shut up.
2 brothers, 2 sisters.
And you're the oldest.
Yeah.
Interesante.
By 8 years. There's an 8-year separation between me and the next, and then they're all like within 6 years.
Like,
Back to back.
Within 6 years.
6 years is not back.
Within 6-7 years. I don't know. 8 years maybe. I don't know. The oldest, the next one is what, 31 or 30?
I'm 32. He's 31.
And then the youngest is 21, so 10 years. Whatever. 22.
And you don't like birthdays.
28.
You don't like the.
He's 27.
I used to like to like go out, hang out when I was younger, like go to a bar or whatever. But that's it. Like I wanted to be with my people.
But not fake people that are like just going out because it's your birthday.
Yeah, no, I'm not inviting a large group. It's always been the same people. And then now it's just really more the same. Like I'll hang out with my people, but I won't make it a big deal. Like I won't.
You don't want a cake. You don't want a party. You don't want a sign that says it's my birthday.
No, like
Don't even sing.
so like my wife put together a brunch for Sunday, and just them bringing out a cake and singing, I was just like,
Ready to punch your wife in the face?
no.
Nah, dude, but it's
No, I
Hey, that's not good
appreciate
here,
it.
dude. If you're thinking about that, don't do that.
No,
That's not gonna fly.
If you're thinking about that, don't tell me that you're thinking about that. We'll talk after.
I appreciated the whole thing, and the whole day was fun. Like it was a good
But
brunch.
if it were up to you, you wouldn't have
That
done
would
it.
not have happened.
I probably would have stayed home and had people come over. You know, the same people that were there come over and just do something else.
Which did not include us.
Kind of wonder. It did not.
Shit.
This is true. Good point. I didn't think of that.
But I'm okay with it.
Hold on. I'm offended.
Not a-
Hold on.
All right, guys.
I'm just kidding.
We're
Just
done.
kidding.
I'm the opposite. You know, I feel like every
You're-
day of the year.
I got
You're
that
an
from the very
attention-
beginning.
You're an
like-
attention whore.
No,
We
every
know.
other day of the year, I'm like attention on everyone else. Like I try to give attention to like coworkers, whatever, my friends, my cousins, and attention on them.
Except this podcast.
But on your birthday, I feel like, huh?
Nothing. Keep going.
I got you, primo. on your birthday, it's like, come on, dude, just celebrate. Like,
I was
feel like
born.
a guy is
I
like,
was alive.
yeah, it's like the day you were born, dude. Like, go. It's all right to have that type of attention for a little bit, just to feel the love from people you love. Obviously, like what you were talking about, going out with people like your circle, the ones you want there. But I'm okay with like if other people come along and they found out, I was like, oh, it's his birthday. Shit, okay, cool, dude. Like, they come up to me and say happy birthday. I'm like, hell yeah. Like if I kind of like, I'm okay with that main character syndrome or whatever. It was.
Yes,
Energy,
I know.
energy.
Attention whore is what it's called.
Attention whore.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
I
like,
didn't say that.
I
She
did.
Don't worry, I got you.
I did. Hello.
Like I don't want it, but if it comes on me, I'll take it. Right? I'm okay with that. I can handle it.
When were you born?
I'm a. Oh shit! What am I?
Not a Capri Sun.
I
Those
am
are
not
the
a
worst
Capri Sun.
ones, bro.
That is my favorite. I'm sorry.
Capri Sun.
But
September
that-
26th. I'm a Libra. I'm a
That's
Libra.
right. You're Olivia.
Yeah,
my
I'm just-
babies.
oh yeah, like her too.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we're the same.
Yeah,
Weird.
September
We'll turn out the
26th.
same.
Yeah, September 26th.
I don't know. I just feel like guys don't get the attention
They don't.
any other day of the year. And for your birthday, is like at least have that type of.
I'm good.
If it is like, oh, you know what, I want to go here.
You know what? Now I'm starting to think my husband hates me.
What is
You
it?
a whole thing for him?
Is he a Capri
parties for him?
Is he a Capri Sun? 100% a Capri Sun. He's always been very, like, he'll tell me, like, let's not do something for my birthday. But because we are 6 days apart, I'm like, fuck you.
It's just gonna carry over.
It's
Double party.
It's a us party. You either are gonna show up or not. Like it's an us party, but
I'm sure he's okay with that because you probably get more of the attention at the party. He's okay taking the back seat. You know what I mean?
Yes, because if he. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Not in a bad way. He's just
no. But I've noticed where it's like if we do something like that and it's like, oh, happy birthday, Daniel, he'll be like, yeah, no, it's Adriana's birthday. Hello, like no, it's her birthday, not mine.
Yeah.
So, but that's why I'm saying like, oh shit, maybe he does hate me.
Yeah, that was hard. I was hard with me and my ex. Like her birthday, we had the same birthday, the exact same day.
Did you fight her?
No. I was
Did
always
you
like,
hit
it's your
He
birthday.
broke up with her because he didn't want to share the day with her.
It was like it's your birthday. It's
And
like,
you
it's your
wanted
birthday.
and you wanted her to be like, no, it's your birthday.
Yes.
And she didn't. And she didn't.
No. That's why. I
What
offered
are this? Pinche tóxico? Yeah.
I was.
Fucking George.
Not knowingly, I was.
Please stay tuned. We are, currently contemplating a Toxico Friday.
Ooh.
Think about it.
Oh yeah.
Let me know how
when
you
is it?
feel.
We'll see. But anywho, stuff happens.
So she's no longer in the picture. Did it have to do with the birthday?
Damn, now y'all are making me think.
About what?
not
About
on
what
the
you're
camera.
doing? Torturing your husband every year?
Yeah, I do.
You're torturing her. Oh yeah.
Every
yeah.
year.
No,
Guaranteed.
maybe just
Guaranteed.
this year or whatever.
No, this year I've made it about me.
Okay, so
100%.
it already passed.
Well, no, it's coming up, but I've already made
Shit.
plans where I'm like
But your birthdays are days apart, right?
6 days apart.
6 days apart.
So what do you do like on his actual birthday?
On his actual birthday, we do dinner. It's like historically in the
Is
past.
that what he wants to do?
We do dinner. Or no, I'm always one to say, what do you want to do? Like, do you want me to make you something or do you want to go out to dinner somewhere? I make it a, if he wants me to make him a dinner, I'll do it. If he wants to go out to dinner, we'll do that too. And then I will always I'll like order him a cake or something, or we will do something little that day. And then like the weekend after is typically when we celebrate, and we have the full cake and all the things. But I mean, but that's what I'm saying where I'm like,
Well, I don't know. Not all guys are the same, right?
but just based on certain things where I'm like,
Watch him be like,
shit.
yeah, I love celebrating my birthday.
No, I love to do it with you, like for sure. Yeah, another year. It's not my choice. I love that you love that for me. So how long? Okay, how long have y'all been together?
This year
Oh my
will
gosh,
be
you're
10 years.
10 years.
Oh, 10 years married.
So
Sorry.
you know the term that opposites attract.
Yeah, we're complete opposite. But that's why
That's
I'm
why
saying
it works.
we're
10 years.
complete
That's why it
opposites.
works. Yeah.
Like, even though we are the same, like, within the same days of each other, we're Geminis. So we are literally, he's one twin, I am the other. He is the bubbly, outgoing, I am the serious bitch.
Uh-huh.
So.
I didn't say anything.
I know. I know.
I think that's the give and pull. Like, I'm sure he knows you love that, right? And he's still a part of him is celebrated when you celebrate your birthday. He just doesn't express that as much as you do. And he's just like, no, she loves it. I love it. Everybody wins at the end of the
probably
day.
works.
And that's the opposite attract.
Do you get
That's
him,
term.
I see.
Yeah.
do you get him nice presents?
Yeah.
All right,
I try to.
That was another thing about that TikTok is like you ask them, what do you want? And usually the answer is like, I don't want anything.
Yeah.
And then it goes on to say, like, there's 3 things that he probably needs. He got holes in his undershirts.
I was gonna say,
he got holes in his underwear and
muscle
socks.
shirts,
And some shoes.
t-shirts.
All those are always appreciated.
New boots. Boot scooting.
But see, I'm the type to
Genuine ostrich.
No, that's where I'm the type to pay attention to the small shit
Uh-huh.
where you don't realize that I'm paying attention until you get it. And it's like, oh,
Oh,
shit.
so
Like, I need it.
nice.
You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
It's
Okay.
the pointless shit that probably is not.
Those are the
But
best gifts.
It's the best gifts. See?
It's like, well, you said you needed it, so here you go.
Oh.
That's more my style. Like a
Yeah,
watch.
but then check his Amazon wish list.
It's the same Amazon account.
Oh, okay. Anywho. Okay.
Interesting perspective, guys.
So, PJ, we're March 22nd out in, what are we doing?
Denton, Texas.
Denton, Texas.
Yeah.
Be there or be square, guys. And where else can we meet? Can they follow you?
So our official Instagram is at Alliance Rugby Club, I think, or at Alliance Rugby. You'll know. I run the account, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then our women's is at Alliance Women's.
Okay.
We'll
Don't quote me on any of that. I'm pretty sure it's all wrong.
We're gonna quote.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll
Just
put
voice over
tags.
on that part.
We'll
Voice over
tag
on that
it.
part.
We'll tag the accounts.
Remember, just all right, cool. No, we'll be there. I for sure will be there.
Sure. I'm going to be so heartbroken if you don't come.
Dude, I'm going to be in there being like,
I'm picture, and you're gonna be like, "Who is he?" Call the security. Security.
don't do that to me.
No, we won't.
If you don't, I will. I will. I will call security on you.
All right, guys. We're done.
Get AC.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, BJ. We're going.
Guys.
Yeah.